Hey guys, it's BWK 1980 here. I'm gonna be playing dayz. Just playing by myself tonight. Yeah, just gonna jump into it and see how it goes. Alright, we're just loading up here. Server I'm on is a medium, so might run into some people here, so we'll see. Alright, and we're off. Make sure everything kind of loads up here. I don't know exactly where I'm at, but can't remember what I have for my character or gear here. Let's check it out. So, I got quite a bit of food. So you got a carbine and an SK. Alright. Ain't too bad. Make it work. Alright. Let's head off this direction, see what we run into. Normally me and my son play. He's 15, but he's not playing tonight, so it's just me, so hopefully I don't get murdered here. He's a way better shooter than I am, so when we get into a gunfight, he's the one kind of killing everybody. So has anybody ever wondered what it'd really be like if the world had just like all of a sudden ended for whatever reason? Whether some kind of global war or an asteroid or whatever, and you know, do you guys think that if you guys survived the initial destruction, if you'd have the skills to be able to survive long term? Like be able to make friction fire or, you know, just survive. So it's kind of cool, like I was saying, my son, he's only 15, and he's been interested in like primitive fire for quite a while, for I'd say a few years anyway, but he's really been trying to get into it in the last, I'd say, year or so. But yeah, the other day he actually got friction fire using a bow drill. He split some oak branches and made a bow drill, and he got a fire going, and since then he's did about a dozen fires using different combinations of pine and oak and birch, so he's pretty proud of himself. I'm proud of him too, so I told him it's probably an important skill to have. It's definitely something that not everybody can do without, you know, practice, so I've tried it a couple times and I've gotten smoked, but no ember, so I definitely have to practice some more. I kind of think though if you kind of prepare for the zombie apocalypse, not that it would ever happen, but if you like in prepping for, you know, a disaster or whatever, if you just basically, you know, say, hey, I'm preparing for, you know, like a dayz scenario where the dead or whatever are walking the earth, I think that kind of covers just about every disaster that you could, you know, potentially happen. Because, you know, prepping for like a zombie apocalypse is kind of, you know, you're gonna have food stored, you know, guns, ammunition, medical supplies, you know, that type of stuff. So that pretty much would cover just about, you know, anything you'd run into, even pandemic stuff, because, you know, you're gonna want to have masks, gloves, that type of stuff to protect yourself from, you know, getting infected. So I think if you just kind of, you know, have that mindset, you know, it'll pretty much prepare you for whatever you're gonna run into. But I think in a zombie apocalypse, or any apocalypse, the most dangerous thing is other human beings. You're gonna have the haves and the have-nots. I think the U.S. government has a... Oh, shit. I think the U.S. government has a scenario in place called basically 3 days to animal, where, you know, if society was to lose, you know, electricity, running water, you know, the basic essentials of, I guess, what we would consider everyday life, you know, everybody would basically break down into that, you know, primal animals, you know, state of just, you know, you would literally kill anybody you came across just to get, you know, food, water, you know, that type of thing. You wouldn't necessarily be thinking rationally. The streaming thing is something new for me. I'm not like a big talker, but trying to make this work and do a good job here, but the whole just, you know, talking to myself kind of feels weird because I'm a shy person by nature, so I don't talk too much. I didn't even bother checking the town sign when I came in. I should have did that. I was too busy yakking. Let's see. I'll just head up this way. I think I know where I'm at. But I think if the world ended, I live in the United States, so I think if like there was an apocalypse or something, I think I would try to go to Montana, up in the mountains, just, you know, away from civilization as much as possible. Kind of use the the terrain to your advantage. think when a lot of people think of like, you know, the apocalypse or whatever, or the world ending, they just kind of think of, you know, I don't know, I guess, kind of like in the movies, the adventure of it, I guess, but I think it's, you know, the hardest problem is like the mental part of it. You know, it's like completely changing the way that you live, you know, and you're probably going to suffer loss, you know, along the way. You got to deal with that, the loss of probably loved ones and, you know, just the whole thing. So I think that'd probably be the hardest part about it, is, you know, getting to that mental part of it, just having the will to keep going, the grind day after day. Especially if you're not like super prepared, you know, if you don't have enough food, water, you know, that type of thing. That just compounds the problem even more. Be nice if I could find a car. We got there. It's gotta be like the third or fourth box headlight bulb I've seen since we started playing this. When I get into a house and like the door's closed like that, I'm afraid I'm just gonna pop it open and someone's gonna be there ready to shoot me. It's actually happened quite a few times actually. I remember me and my son Joe a few weeks back, we went into, well, we're already up in that room, in that particular kind of house there, and we heard someone coming downstairs, and we thought we pretty much had the advantage and was going to take the guy. Well, he ended up throwing a flashbang like up the stairs and took me out, and then Joe got like one shot in on him, and then he ended up dropping Joe too. Some guys on this game are so good, I can't even believe it how good they are with, you know, to be able just to line up a shot right away with, you know, I don't know, it's kind of strange. Finding tons of rope. I know there's a car that usually spawns in this area, but I can't remember quite where it's at. There we go. All I know is if I was in a zombie apocalypse, I'm not going to be running around a city all by myself if I didn't have to. Yeah? Definitely going to want to have the buddy system if you're lucky enough to have somebody still with you. This way. I better eat here before I end up starving. Let's see, what do I want to eat? I got any water? I got a canteen. Let's see, where's it at? Did I pass it? There it is. I know there's a well around here somewhere. I don't know, I like the carbine, I really do. I know you can't put a scope on it, but, you know, I don't know why I like it. I know a lot of people don't care for it, but... Run this zombie. Oh, too late for that. I know a lot of people swear by the blaze, but I don't know. Not really fond of a weapon that only has 2 bullets. As far as like range goes, I mean it's... Come on. Like I say, as far as range and stopping power goes, it's, you know, a good rifle, but you know, if you're in close combat or whatever, you kind of want to have something that can lay rounds down fast, and faster anyway. Is this where the well's at? Come on. I don't know, another thing, I think if there was a zombie apocalypse, you know, I think if it was walking zombies, like in The Walking Dead, I think the world could actually survive that. I think they'd have a chance, but I think if it was runners, kind of like in, you know, this, or 28 Days Later, or World War Z, something like that, I think, society would fall. Water purification. Can you fill from that? Yeah, you can, okay. Alright, let's see. Put that away. Get out the water bottle. I gotta make sure I have purification tablets. I better duck or I'm gonna get my head shot off by somebody. Do they have tablets? Yeah, okay. Just purifying some water. Okay. Actually, I think I'm gonna drink. And then refill and do it again. just so I can hydrate. Okay, come on. There we go. God, I don't know. Ever since they did that update or whatever, like it seems like there's more, just like a lot more zombies everywhere you go, which I guess in a way is. Oh, man. Oh great, I'm quick. There we go. Oh, he bags the crowd. That happened to me before. I ended up glitching to where my arms wouldn't work and ended up getting killed. That's what I thought just happened. I was like, oh great, here we go. Let's see, I'll check out here. I want to actually check on the condition of my gear, see if I got anything that's ripped up or on the verge of becoming ruined. Worn. Oh, do I got a leather kit? Yes, oh sweet. Okay. Make sure I pick that up before I leave, so I don't just leave it laying around. I still play with a paddle. I'm on console, but my buddy, he plays with keyboard and mouse. He's trying to get me to switch over to it, but I don't have no experience with it, so, but I'm gonna give it a shot here eventually and see what, see what happens. As far as like your inventory goes and stuff, I think it's definitely faster, and makes it a lot easier to organize it too. It's a hard head. Let's see. I think I just need to get a bearing here. Oh, come on. Oh, my inventory's so full here, I can't. There we go. South is that way. Do I want to head? And we'll go up this direction. See what we run into. Just gonna head off and hike off into God's country here and see what I run into. Can't wait for winter to be over with, so that way we can actually do some camping. I'm sick of this below zero weather. It actually was pretty nice today. It was in the 50s, which I was kind of shocked for this area in March. Let's see, trail shoes. Hammer, 380. Oh. I don't really care for 380 rounds. I think they're too weak. But as I say, if I think if you're in a survival situation, as far as firearms go, if you have to pick a, I don't know, like an all-around, like pretty much get it done kind of gun for like any situation you might run into, I think the best would be a pump-action shotgun. Because, you know, there's a variety of shells for it that's common, at least here in the United States. I think even overseas too, I think it's pretty common. And, you know, even a double-barrel shotgun, I think would be efficient. It's pretty user-friendly too. Fucker. And then besides that, if you had to pick the next one, I'd say the 22. I know it's a weak, like everybody considers it to be weak, but here it's a fairly common round. And, you know, it's a quieter bullet, so, but you know, it's a fairly inexpensive gun. You can get them here. I think I have two of them, well, 2 or 3 of them. And I think I paid like $100 for 2 of them, and then the other one was like 150, 200 bucks. I can't remember. Hang on a second, I'm gonna reload this stream here. For some reason. Alright. There we go. I was heading south, wasn't I? Shit. I don't remember. I'm doing a freaking damn big circle here. What I like about dayz, the game itself is, you know, the open map. Like, literally, it's open to go anywhere you want and kind of do whatever you want. And then as far as like the interacting with other people, you know, it's kind of like a real life scenario. You can, you know, kill them, you know, team up with somebody, you know, trade with people. It's, and I hit the edge of the map. Alright. I'm just gonna talk about open map and then I hit the edge of the world. So I don't have any like particular goal in mind right now while I'm playing. I'm just kind of just wandering around, see what happens. If I kind of was hoping to come across somebody. My friend Codeman83, he wants to do an ARC stream together. But I haven't played it in a while, so... I tried playing Minecraft the other night and... like, I was so used to playing dayz, it took me a while to get used to the controls. I struggled for a little while. So if the world was to end tomorrow, and you were to lose, you know, you guys still be alive, but like all basic services, that type of stuff are gone, what would you guys miss the most? Would it be like TV, internet, you know, certain food, you know? I don't know, I think what I would miss the most is information. Just being able to have information, like, you know, at your fingertips with your cell phone or computer, you know, just knowing what's going on. The world would become so small, you know, if everything broke down, you wouldn't know what was happening 20 miles up the road. You probably wouldn't even know what actually happened if the disaster, you know, happened fast enough. You just have to speculate, you know, probably for weeks or even months before you ran into somebody, you know, further down the road that kind of had an idea what was going on. Let's see. Sharpen up the old axe here before I lose it. I don't know, I like the axe better than the shovel, I guess, and I like the pickaxe, you know, probably is my favorite, I guess, melee weapon. Check these clothes again. Someone was in here. Working boots. I wish I could find some 7.62 by 39 rounds for my SK, but so far no luck. Seems like when I need a 7.62 by 39, all I can find is 7.62 by 54 for the Mosin, and then when I end up having a Mosin, needing the 7.62 by 54, all it's around is 7.62 by 39. Just 380 all around, Alright. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Let's see. I think if you were looking for shelter in this type of scenario, like a metal building, like a garage or something like that, might not be a bad structure to kind of hide out in. You got, you know, they're pretty sturdy, and then you got space, you know, to kind of move around if you needed to. Tire iron, what's this? Let's see, what do I want to do? Oh, that's where I came from. Come on, Billy, get your head together. No, oh shit. Yeah, it's like not what I wanted to do. Oh, come on. Draw a shit ton of them in here. And any other players that were in the area. There we go. Goddamn hornet's nice. Really? Come on, who's next? Come on. Get in here. Oh yeah, one hit wonder. Any more? Shit, I didn't even bleed that time. This guy's got anything good? Brass knuckle. Got a Coke and a smile, there we go. Take that. Come on. There we go. Moldy old tomato. Alright. I hate that sometimes it won't switch over. I go to, go to switch from gun to axe, and then it doesn't. I mean, there's still a lot of glitches in this game, but it's still a good game. I remember one time I think my son, he was playing this and he had pulled out an axe or a pickaxe or something, but he had, I think, either an M4 or a KM. But anyway, he had the axe out, I think, to chop down wood, and or it was just fire. The game still thought it looked like he had the axe in his hand, but it was actually, the game still was registered as a gun. So every time he was swinging the axe, it was just blasting off shots. Hey, Codeman83, I was just talking about you, huh? No, I had, there's 3 people in here earlier. I was telling them a story. I was telling him how you're trying to convince me to switch over to using a keyboard and a mouse to play dayz. They said I shouldn't listen to a machine. I was telling about Ark, how we're wanting us to, you know, get together and stream Ark. The aim assist on the controller, yeah. I thought I was gonna die earlier. The game like glitched out and I couldn't swing my arms for like a few seconds. I had a zombie on me, but thankfully whatever's going on worked itself out and I was able to survive. I was like, that's real good. I got 3 people watching me on stream and I'm about to freaking die from the zombie because I can't swing an axe. Well, that's good. I didn't know they would even do refunds. Come on, guys. Anything on him? Ooh, yeah, no. Oh, that's good. North. Let's just go west, see what we run into. How's the stream look, Cody? Is it choppy and shit, or does it look alright for Xbox? Heading west across the plains. Yeah. The foliage. Disturb me. Ah. Swinging him in. Bam. Really? Just die. That's all you gotta do is just die. I like closed doors. What we got here? Baseball, steak. I'm finding knives left and right when I actually have one. Yeah. Well, like when we played Ark on Xbox, like it ran alright until like you went to go into the other screens, you know, like the menu screens. There's like that hesitation. So you're like constantly waiting like 5 to 7 seconds for it to load up. Which is kind of annoying. Tired of having to switch this axe around in there. Go west. It sounds like you just were all together not happy, sir. Here, chicken. Yep. Where you at? Come on, chicken little, where you at? Chickadee, where you at? Hey, buddy. What you doing? Oh yeah. Dead. I guess with John gonna be switching to PC, I guess I'm gonna have to make the switch too. If he actually does it, I don't know if he will. He usually like procrastinates or whatever forever. I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it, and then I wasted money on consoles because it was the best way to go with kids, as far as, you know, they could play games together and stuff like that. And it was cheaper than initially buying the PC. I don't think I've heard one gunshot. This is a medium server right now. Sticks and dirt, yeah. Play with that rock. If you want a toy, just go whittle it out of that piece of wood. And I was like, as he used to say, the kids, we got the ball in the hoop, and they throw the ball into the hoop. I was just like, yeah, like, well, today they call it basketball, so... What are you doing up? I thought for sure you'd be sleeping. It's kind of like I'm tucking you into bed right now. Yeah, I know. Da, da, da. Last house on the left. I already have enough canned food. Where'd he go? He just shot up on the roof, didn't he? Where'd he go? Just vanished into nothing. Hey, Houdini'd me. Running, running, running. I'm frolicking in the woods. This road. This is a highway to hell. What did you see today? That was so amazing. Okay. Hang on, Cody. For some reason, my phone closed out of Twitch. I don't know what happened here. Alright, I'm back in. Oh. Haven't you ever washed your hands with like a water bottle or anything? Yeah, you can use a water bottle or a canteen. I don't know if you can use a cooking pot or not to wash hands. I'm assuming since you can drink out of it, you could probably use it to wash your hands. Where am I going? So I asked a question earlier. In the apocalypse, when everything breaks down, what are you going to miss the most about society? I said what I'd miss the most is basically information. You know, having information right at the tip of your, you know, right in your hand with your cell phone or internet, computer, that type of thing. You know, otherwise you're not going to know what even happened. You wouldn't know what happened 10, 20 miles down the road. Maybe weeks or months before you figure out what actually even caused the whole, you know, apocalyptic event. You're gonna miss DoorDash. Yeah. You're gonna miss food altogether. Can't jump a fence or what? You know, weapon I think is way underrated is the spear. I mean, because when you think about it, it's easy to make. It keeps your enemy at range, you know, at a distance from you. I think they should. I think on what PC, I think they have a pitchfork, don't they, for this game? But I think they should make the spear just a, you know, a basic melee weapon for dayz. Same with Minecraft. I know they have the trident on there, but they should actually just make a spear. It's like the most basic of like weapons. What road should I take? I'll take the high road. It's the only one I know. Alright, what do we got going on here? Whoop. Yeah, good night, Cody. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm gonna try not to. There's a mosing. Mosing on. Better be mosing on down that dusty trail. I would suck kind of being alone in this environment in real life, you know, just the vastness and not having anybody to talk to. It would kind of be pretty hard mentally. I guess unless you're that kind of person, there are some people out there that are just fine being by themselves. Which to an extent I am, but I don't know. It's nice just to have, you know, some person that you know that you can talk to. I think I might switch out my mountain backpack to blue because right now it's red, so I kind of stand out. Let's see. Come on. There we go. I think night would be the worst. Like in the darkness all by yourself, no one to talk to. Okay, here, head torch. More 380 ACP rounds. Ugh. Let's see. Where'd I come in at? I got off the track here, so now I'm confused now. Let's see. I'll take the high road. Come on. Game glitched out again to where I had to put everything in my hands just to put it into my inventory. God, there's just zombies everywhere. Jesus. Got a little garden out here. At the well. Let's see what we got down here. What's that? Hunter jacket. Let's see, I can't remember how warm my jacket is. It's high insulation, so I'll keep it, but I need to repair it. Fighting all these zombies is getting it all chewed up. Let's see. I got duct tape. I'd rather use the duct tape first. When I first started playing, this is one of the things I didn't pay attention to, was like my gear, keeping it like in decent shape. Now I try to stop every so often and get everything fixed up. Pants are okay. Alright, I think we're good to go. Maybe I should hit the well before I go. At least I'll drink my water bottle, then I'll fill it back up at the well here. Jesus. How do you make me? That's what I understand. I wasn't even... Come on, Joe Biden, come on over here, you're confused. You need your medicine. Come Alright, so I think I'm gonna call the stream here. We didn't run any other players, but that's how it goes sometimes. But I want to thank everybody that stopped in and was watching, and anybody else who sees the video down the road here. I'll be eventually posting it to YouTube, but that's a little ways down the road. But I encourage everybody to follow my channel, and if you don't, that's alright. Anyway, I had fun playing, so just want to say good night to everybody.